Hello everyone and welcome back to the Wow Embossing YouTube channel. It is Erica with you today. We are going to have some fun today and I have laid out some supplies here. I got this stamp set from Mama Elephant with Friend, Indeed. And then we have some fun embossing patterns. This one is Mermaid Tails. Then we have Seaglass, Splash. And then we actually have two shades of Calypso. So this one is the newest and this is the oldest, which I think has been actually upgraded or replaced since. So as you can see, they look very, very similar, but one is a slightly more dark color and one is more so turquoisey. But I am probably going to be using both of these today. And these two cards are done with this month's Facebook Wow Embossing Fans theme of repeat stamping, which if you know me, you already know that that is something I'm a big fan of, and I may be a repeat offender when it comes to this already. So we're gonna have some super fun today with this stamp set and all these luscious embossing powders and glitters. So first I'm going to place my stamp in my MISTI, and you did see that I have actually used some anti-static powder on the paper already, because with glitters I do find that they are quite naughty and stick to the paper anyway, so we don't want that. And I had decided to go for a bit of an ombre look here, so I did grab the new Calypso powder or glitter even, and did my first Friend in that. And then we're going to do the second one. And of course I'm using my embossing pad because we want to have a good solid imprint and lots of stickiness for that powder to stick to. And then it was a bit of a, well, do I go Splash or Seaglass? And I went for Seaglass here. But this one is very faint, so I probably should have gone Splash and then Seaglass. But hey, you live and learn. And I have not actually heat embossed these in between. I have stamped up all three and then gone back in with my heat tool to set the powders. So the last color is going to be Mermaid Tails, I'm pretty sure. Yes. And then I should have set these by heating from underneath, but I did not. And when you look at it now, also, I could probably have done this in Calypso, Mermaid Tails, and then Seaglass, but again, you live and learn. So this is not quite ombre, but it's still pretty and sparkly. So we're gonna go with it. You can see in the left-hand corner there that the scrap piece of paper that I've used for catching the embossing glitters after I've put them on my image. I put that to the side, and then when I looked at it again, I thought, oh man, did I seriously mix up Mermaid Tails and Seaglass? I was so mad at myself, and I just thought, oh, that's not a small amount either. But then I thought, oh well, we're gonna kind of turn this accident around. So I added more Seaglass and Calypso to kind of make a bit of a custom blend, and we're gonna use this for our second card. We are also going to mix it up a little bit by first stamping the Friend in a ink color. And I picked out a few Distress Oxide inks, and the first one is Broken China. So I've stamped this really well. I did actually stamp it, I think, twice, just to make sure that I got a really solid imprint, but I have trimmed down the video a little bit. And then I'm going to clean that off. And we're going to go back in with the Wow embossing pad. And then we're going to add our custom blend to this. And that turned out rather fabulous. And this time I did learn from my mistakes, and I'm heating this from underneath. You can see how it kind of cooks the powder from underneath, but without blowing it all away. This is pure magic. Love heat embossing. So repeat stamping, heat embossing, and having fun. I'm all in. Okay, so a second color is Cracked Pistachio. And I was a little bit worried that this was going to kind of completely disappear. But once the embossing powder was on top of it, yeah, it did come out a very different color. but it does also, again, look fabulous. But this time we are going to add the embossing powder, glitter even, and then we're going to pop it back in, and we're going to finish off with our last color, which is Mermaid Lagoon. This is probably my favorite color of Distress Oxides, because I'm a blue kind of gal. Oh yeah. And again, we're going to clean off the stamp, and then we're going to go back in with the Wow embossing pad on top of this. Then adding the custom blend, which I'm now thinking, so it's got mermaid tails in it, and I've used Mermaid Lagoon, so maybe, well, mermaid sparkles? Mermaid scales? No, that sounds a bit fishy, doesn't it? Alright, anyway, if you come up with a good name for my custom blend, leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll pick a winner. The only prize would be, you know, knowing that you named my custom blend. Unfortunately, there's no prize for this, but you get bragging rights. And here we are, again, looking at the fabulousness and the magic sorcery even of heat embossing. Look at that, even sped up. I mean, it's just magic. And look at how different, like, the colors have changed by just changing the under ink, you know, the under ink. You get what I mean. So we started with like a color of ink, and then added our custom blend on top, and it looks just so fabulous, huh? Right, and because this is repeat stamping, what we're going to do is we're going to have the exact same sentiments to finish off our cards, and then we're going to stamp this on one card, and then pop in the second card and stamp again. And with that, the only thing left to do was to add these two to a card base, and that was it. I didn't even add any sequins. I am so shocked myself, I can barely speak. So that is one done, and then we're gonna pop in the second one and do the exact same thing. So what I did do though is I trimmed these down a tiny bit, just to kind of leave a little bit of a wireframe around the card base, just to kind of elevate them. But that was it. I hope you've enjoyed these cards and will consider doing your own. Don't forget to upload your cards to the Facebook fan group for your chance to win some prizes, so you can then spend in the WoW shop. That's not a bad deal, is it? But yeah, so here they are, all finished. Definitely prefer the one with the colored ink underneath. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Don't forget to subscribe to the WoW YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, for more fun tutorials. That's it from me for now. Thank you so much. Bye bye.